Hi everyone, how are you doing today? I sure hope you're having a good day today. Got some good news for you. It's always about Aptera. This time, you know what? Let's do this. Let's go ahead and just get into this right now. Hey everyone, how are you doing? Welcome back to my channel. It's good to have you here joining us at Free Power. And this time we're going to get into a discussion that Chris Anthony was doing on a interview with the Current Review. And we are actually going to talk about why you need, or should I say, why the world needs an Aptera. And so Chris Anthony does a really good job with this interview. So let's go ahead and look at this and we will talk about it later. But also just wanted to let you know, if you want to see the whole thing, the link is down below and you can check it out. So let's check this out. Why the world needs an Aptera. Let's get into this.
So, just with your experience in batteries as well, what have you like some of your biggest insights you've gained about the EV industry working in here?
It's an evolving industry. So, I think the big thing about the EV industry is it's not evolving the way I thought it would. I thought that as energy became more precious and we started to push electrons versus burning petroleum, that people would see every electron as sacred and you would want to make the most efficient vehicles ever. And, these rolling houses just wouldn't be a thing anymore. But you see today, the Dodge Charger EV wants to be the most powerful, EV ever. It's going to burn 900 watt hours per mile. We're going to burn rubber in our new EV. And you got like the GM Hummer EV that's, rolling house and using, 10 times the amount of energy as the Aptera does per mile. I didn't think that it would kind of evolve the way it has. I thought that everybody would be focused on lightweighting, super efficient rolling resistance tires, and certainly aerodynamics would be creeping in, but just hasn't gone that way. So we hope that we really stand out in the crowd of EV people in that we're focused solely on efficiency. Every electron to us is precious, and we want to, use Mother Earth's energy as well as we can. We don't want to build a vehicle that's heavy and bloated and uses a lot of aluminum and nickel and steel and petroleum products in the composites. 2,200-pound vehicle, 100 watt hours per mile. If you're that efficient, 350 miles per gallon equivalent, then you can do great things like solar power it, and it can be really quick with DC fast charge. And obviously, you can sell it for a lot less because the components that it takes to make a vehicle like that just cost a lot less. So, the landscape of vehicles getting more and more expensive. The average EV is over 60 grand now. So, we come in with a base price of $26,000 for a base Aptera, and we think that that's a great place to be.
So, more of a philosophical icebreaker, but why do you think that is in the industry? What do you think is the allure with large vehicles?
That's a good question. Part of it is, the American sense of freedom is always, more capable vehicles, not less capable vehicles. So it's always kind of an arms race to have the most capable, fattest, biggest tires, off-road capable vehicles ever. So many off-road trucks, sold today, SUVs with four-wheel drive, where the owners never, through the full ownership of the vehicle, put it into four-wheel drive. But maybe it's everybody's planning for the zombie apocalypse. But I tell you now, if the zombie apocalypse happens, you want an Aptera, because the gas stations will be dead and the power won't be flowing, and the only thing that's going to be driving is your solar-powered dream machine, Aptera, that can fend off the zombies. So we like to think that we can keep the human race alive. It happens.
I agree with Chris. The auto industry should be evolving and getting better. They should be getting more aerodynamic, less drag coefficient. That just makes sense. But with the OEMs, they've never really made big changes. The gas car industry has made changes probably every 10, 12 years. They just drag their feet. And, ever since Tesla came out, look how long it's taken for the EV market to change, or should I say, the auto market to change to EVs. And they're still dragging their feet. People don't care about the environment and your health. They don't care about those things. All they care about is money. And, to me, it just doesn't make sense. You want to have a big vehicle with one person driving around in it to and from work. I just don't understand that. However, I can understand if you want a like a minivan to travel with your family and go camping and stuff like that. I do understand that. I totally agree with that because I would want to do that too. But just to commute back and forth to work with just one person, I mean, I see where Aptera is definitely going, and that's where I see where the world really needs it. Instead of just throwing fuel and money away just because you can, why not try to help save the environment and, help the health of your life instead of putting all these fumes in the air? So I totally agree with Chris Anthony. I mean, pretty soon, if everything would change the way, say, like what Tesla's doing, they practically innovate their vehicles, what, almost every 2 to 3 years, probably even sooner than that. And so, if everybody did that, very soon we would have vehicles where you wouldn't have to charge them at all. It would take less energy to make them. The factories wouldn't be so big. You just save so much money all the way around and use less material and make the building process much simpler. But, like I said, that's why the world needs an Aptera. If everybody got an Aptera, that would make such a big change in the world environment, and, you know, the cost of running a vehicle would drop tremendously for you. So you would basically be putting money in your own pocket. But how do you feel about that? Let me get your thoughts on it. I mean, I think that that should be a no-brainer. But of course, everybody doesn't think the way I do. So there are those that are a little slow to change. Change is hard. I know that's not something that's going to happen immediately. But, you know, once again, what do you think? Let me get your thoughts on it. And as far as Aptera goes, Aptera has made big innovations in their vehicle. Even as we speak now, they're still making changes to their vehicle and they haven't even come out with it yet. And so their innovations are going to continue. They're going to get better panels, get better engines or motors for their vehicle. They're also going to get better batteries. Of course, all EVs are going to get better batteries and better motors. But that's going to make a very big difference. It's going to be exponentially big as far as Aptera is concerned. But anyway, they're continuing to make innovations. So that's why the world needs this vehicle. So we're going to go ahead and end it right here. Let me give a shout out to my patrons. Thank you guys very much. You guys are tremendous help to me. I truly appreciate all that you do. And I thank you from the bottom of my heart. I truly appreciate your help. But if you're new here and you want to learn more about Aptera, ring the bell, hit the like button, subscribe, and you'll catch all my Aptera videos when they come out. Anyway, we're just going to cap it right here. We will talk to you later. You guys have a good day. We'll catch you in the next video. Bye-bye.